Oh, hey everybody, it's David Kramer, the Critical Thinking Christian, and today I want to talk about, I was watching a Pine Creek video, and he had been talking about the Shroud of Turin. He had a theist on who was talking about it and believes in it. And this theist believes in it like most of the theists that believe in it, most of the Christians that believe in it, and not all believe in it. When I was a Christian, I never believed it, mainly because it came out of the Catholic Church. They're the ones that said, look, we got this shroud. And when you're a evangelical fundamentalist, you consider the Catholic Church to be a demonic organization. They're a demonic religion. Okay, now, as far as I'm concerned now, that it's just a man-made religion like all religions. But anyway, this here was a big thing where a certain percentage of Christians believe this nonsense. And what these Christians don't do is they don't go into the Bible to find out. Now, they'll tell you, well, the Bible's your resource. You need to go there and you need to find the truth. If somebody says something, the Bible even says that, you're supposed to check the scriptures. It says you're supposed to search to make sure you know what's going on. Well, Christians, I'm going to say, there are a percentage of Christians that don't need any evidence because they're bought and sold on the whole product. It's great. Yeah, you need this. They don't need that. But if I'm correct to say this, I think most do like hearing that they found new evidence, or I don't know how to say it, new evidence that points to their belief being true. Ron Wyatt is an example. Ron Wyatt, who has been debunked and considered a fraud now, came out years ago and was telling everybody he found all this evidence for the Exodus. But from what I understand, the Jewish historians, archaeologists that are in Judaism, that do believe Judaism, have not found any evidence. Okay? Ron Wyatt was a Seventh-day Adventist. And to evangelical fundamentalists, and I'm sure even maybe the Catholic Church, I don't know, but I know the sect I came out of, we believe that the Seventh-day Adventists are a cult and that they worship devils. But anyway, the Shroud of Turin. Okay, they believe that this one complete linen that covered his entire body, covered Jesus' entire body, and now has his image on it, is true. But when you go into the Bible, specifically, okay, John 20, verse 7, all right, I got a doggone head cold here. You see what the Bible says, okay? And we'll go here with the New Living Translation. Okay, while the cloth that had covered Jesus' head was folded up and lying apart from the other wrappings, okay? The English Standard Version, and the face cloth which had been on Jesus' head, not lying with the linen cloths, but folded up in a place by itself. Okay, so there were, from what I read here, multiple cloths, but it was different. Okay, and that's the thing. If there were multiple cloths, multiple linens, then there's not going to be one pure image, because the shroud is just one full cloth. Okay? Let's see. The King James, and the napkin that was about his head, not lying with the linen clothes, but wrapped together in a place by itself. Okay? The New American Standard and the NASB and the NASB 1995 and 1977 both say face cloth, which had been on his head. But there you have it in their own Bible. It tells the truth. It says, no, there were two different wrappings. one around the head, and yes, maybe there were numerous ones around the body, but those were separate. Okay? You know, they were essentially, all of them were, I tell you what. Yeah. You know, sinuses, huh? But, you know, so there were separate cloths wrapped around his body. Okay? Not one really, not one full linen here, but it was, and the thing is, they couldn't really do that because they would have to wrap the legs separate. Now, I don't really know how this is, okay? I think they would wrap maybe the legs together. I'm not sure. But you understand, there's different cloths here. You're not going to have one full unit. You're going to have separate ones. So, I don't know, for you Christians who believe in this kind of nonsense, because you need the evidence. Okay? It's like, I made a video back a while ago, maybe a year ago, about Jairus' daughter, where Jairus, I think it's Jairus, where at one point he comes up to Jesus and says, hey, my daughter is sick, and she's near death. And then as him and Jesus are walking, the servant comes and says, oh, she's dead. Okay? The other version, Jairus comes up and says, my daughter's dead. That is what I'm just going off of, I think that's what it was. But I had someone say, comment, well, one was rumor and the other was fact. There are two different versions here, pal. I don't even comment, because you argue with stupid, you argue with brainwashed, and you're not going to get through to these people. Maybe you can put a little bit of a chink in that, armor that's surrounding their brain, but it's ridiculous. I had another one comment on the non-prophecy. Jeremiah prophesied X, Y, and Z. Well, there ain't no prophecy. Then I had someone just went on and on and on. I mean, it was a giant comment. When I saw that, I'm like, okay, crazy. They have to do these mental gymnastics, and they have to, it's like, they're connecting the dots over here, and they don't have enough dots. So they're like, oh, here's a dot. So they're, there you go. You see that works? And oh, there's a dot all the way over there. I'm going to have to get up. That's a long way away. Whatever will make, I have to believe this. I believe this because I have to believe this. Why? Why? Well, because this is the only way to heaven. Because I don't want to go to hell. You just, whatever you want to copy and paste in there. But, getting back to this, the majority of Christians are spoon-fed. They don't read their Bible. And if they read their Bible, with the lenses that they were given. It's like, well, here, let me put on these clothes. No. Here, you wear these glasses. Okay. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. Because if you would have put on those glasses, you would have been like, what the fuck? So, that's pretty much what I wanted to say today. Just more reason to question the whole narrative, question the religion. If you're a Christian, don't take my word for it. Just read the Bible. Take all of the Gospels and read them side by side. Read that portion of what this topic, and then go over here and go over here and go over. I guarantee you it's going to be a head-scratching kind of thing. So Or maybe not, depending on how brainwashed you are, because, whatever they tell you. But anyway, that's all I have for today.